Hello there, everybody. From random bulk to amazing pull, I'm going to show you the best way, in my opinion, to store all of your cards. Hello there, everybody. I am Above Average Cody, and today, no opening video. I'm actually going to show you guys how to store your cards. As you see, I have a massive box of a ton of cards here. But basically, what we are going to do is we're going to go as such. I'm going to describe to you how I store each individual section, I guess you could say, of my cards. So we're going to go from the most rare and the most expensive down to kind of ones I just like the top loader because I really like them, or they're slightly less valuable, into organized commons, like put in binders and things like that, into general bulk and duplicates. So I'm gonna go section by section, starting with the most expensive and best cards I have, and then go down the line. So let's jump into the first one. Okay guys, starting with number one at the tippity top of the food chain, there's actually two separate ways I like to store my most valuable cards. I have a couple examples here for you. First off, I'll start with the Charizard V and the Lugia here. So I put them in a perfect fit with a top opening. So basically slide it over the top, and it's a perfect fit, so you have to be very careful not to harm your card when sliding them into the perfect fit. And then if you get these one-touch Ultra Pro plastic hard cases with the magnetic seal, the perfect fit will actually fit in there perfectly. And sorry about the condensations because my hands are so warm and the hard sleeves are a little cold. But and it'll clasp in really nice. It won't move around. The sleeve might move up and down a little bit, but the card stays in place. And I just feel this is the best way to protect it from anything that could possibly happen. And that is what I do with my most valuable cards. I do it to all of them. These one touches go from anywhere like $2 to $5. And honestly, they work really good, guys. They're very simple. They don't harm your card, and they're perfectly flat. They keep them clean, away from dust and all that stuff. And then the other way, I also package some very valuable cards that I maybe care slightly less about. I still do the perfect fit. So I do the perfect fit into a top loader and then into a team bag. I've gotten a lot of cards in the mail packaged this way, and sometimes I'll just leave it that way. It offers about as much moisture and dust protection as the one touch does, so this works just as good. And I've pulled this Tyranitar 3 times, 2 of them on the channel here if you've watched the videos. So this one, obviously I didn't feel like putting in a one touch, so I just threw it in the perfect fit into the top loader, into the team bag, and that is the top tier of my cards for you. Let's go down to the second set. Okay guys, next up for section 2, we have basically anything that either I really enjoy, is worth probably anything over $5, but less than, like, I don't know, like $100 maybe, that doesn't deserve a one touch in like a super secure way. And keep in mind, this way will also work for your very expensive cards. I've been told I go a little overboard using the perfect fits and the one touches, but that's just me, guys. Everybody has their own preference. Let's see what we can reach in and pull out here. Let's take from this section. Perfect example here. We have a lovely Pikachu promo from the Sun and Moon era. Probably worth, I don't know, probably $8 to $10. Same thing, I do the perfect fit inside of the top loader, and then I just put it in this box. This box is a 1600 count, like, shoebox card holder, because the slots are wide enough to hold top loaders. So here we have a Rotom Dex. So, and this one's not perfect fitted because I didn't always perfect fit them, and it wasn't worth me going back. Personally, I like the perfect fits because if you get the side load or the top load, you can slide it down over the card and it protects the top from dust or moisture or anything. And yeah, guys, I just stick them all in a box here. All baby shinies get top loaders. And yeah, this is probably the most effective way to store your valuable cards. And I just like having the box because it's just easy when you have so many. And make no mistake, I don't have insane value in here because there are some cards that I just top loader because I really like them. I recently pulled a Scizor VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. It's like a $4 card. Nothing crazy, guys, but I really like it, so I top loaded it and put it in this box. And this is just like the place I keep the cards that are either worth a little bit of money, or I think they could be worth a little bit of money, or I just enjoy them overall. And yeah, so that's the second way that I store my cards. So let's go down to the third tier now. Alrighty, guys, everything else is going to include cards that either weren't good enough for like a top loader or something, weren't good enough, or is uncommon, common, regular rare, regular holo rare, And generally I switch to binders. I've currently been switching over to these card guard card folios because they just take much better care of the cards. Other than that, I just use the pages with the 3-ring binders, but people recommend not using that, but I won't get into that right now. So basically, I sort them as such. So recent sets, so the VMAX, the Vs, and the GXs are in this binder, and it's really hard to turn these with one hand, but trust me guys, they're all in here. See, I haven't even finished filling it yet. But I have the Vs, the full arts, the VMAXs. I basically go by rarity. So in simple terms, let's say we only have the newest sets with the Vs and the VMAXs. So in the foremost front of the binder, we're going to have the VMAXs. Then behind them, we're going to have the full arts. Then behind them, we're going to have the regular Vs. And then you get into these sets. Personally, I collect a lot of cards, guys. I open a ton of cards. If you do not, I recommend just putting them alphabetical order. It's wicked cool just seeing all the Pokemon. You know, if you have Alakazam from 3 different sets, you can see them all next to each other. But I open so many cards from so many different sets that I have different binders that are sorted by set. And once I get to the set, again, I go by rarity. So if I have holos from the set, I put the holos from the set first. Sort them generally alphabetically. And then I will go to the reverse holos. So the reverse holos will be in the front. And then I will go generally by type. I'll go fire type, water type, and go by type. And I'll save one from each set and then set aside all the duplicates. I keep the one in the best condition. I'll go get one of my binders that's actually sorted because I'm horrible at getting around to sorting cards to show you guys kind of what I mean. Okay guys, so again, I never get around to sorting my cards often, but this will be a perfect example. Here is where Vivid Voltage is in my binders. So first couple pages, we have all holos. And then we get into the reverse holos. I don't have enough to complete a master set, so I'll generally just throw them in there. You know, I'll leave space for some extra ones. And then once we get past the reverses, I have a lot of reverses in here already, we get into the regulars. So I like to designate with an energy card. So this is obviously the water page. So all the water types from this set, obviously one of each, are going to go on this page. And then the next page, we have the grasses from Vivid Voltage. We have the electric from Vivid Voltage. And that'll just go all the way through. And then once you hit this divider, we're going to go into the next set. This is actually Champion's Path. I have no idea why I have a Burning Shadows one in there. But yeah, this is all Champion's Path. So same deal. It goes holos. It goes reverse holos. And then it goes into the regular set. It's Champion's Path because it's in order going backwards, so the new one goes on the front. This is the only binder I actually have sorted, and other than that, I have all bulk. But so yeah, so for example, I have 2 Snorlaxes. When I eventually get around to sorting this binder, I will set aside the worst condition one, I guess. I'll keep the one with the best centering, you know, no whitening, no effed up corners, things like that. And then I'll set these aside into kind of just a bulk bin, and that's kind of the final stage, is the bulk, the duplicates, the cards you don't want, and just random junk, guys. Personally, I like to fill old ETBs, or if you're on a larger scale like me, just find the biggest box that you can find and just fill it. I have stupid amounts of bulk. I'm not even going to begin to start showing you, but I try to keep my sorted bulk, I call it, away from my regular bulk. So all the cards I open from videos, I never sort them right away. Again, I haven't gotten around to putting cards in a binder in forever, so I just have bulk boxes that are unsorted that have to be gone through, and then I have bulk boxes that have been sorted through. It's all doubles. I already have them all, and they can either be sold, set aside, or just put in a box, guys. And that's really all the tiers that I have for you. So from top to bottom, if you have any questions, let me know, guys. That's just how I sort my cards. There really is no right or wrong answer here. And like, again, the debate with not using 3-ring binders, if you don't overfill them, the cards don't go over. Because the issue is the cards go over and they'll crease this front area of cards. But really, I don't have an issue with that. This binder's really full, and as you can see, everything's perfectly flat. But regardless, I'm gradually switching over to the card folios, especially for all my older cards from the older sets that you don't want to risk any damage. It is much more carefree using those card folios because, as you can see, this kind of slides. So if you like to stack them up, like laying down, it can slide such that, see, it works itself over the rings, but I'm very careful and I like to adjust them. But whatever works for you guys, and that's really all the tiers I have for you. If you have any questions, again, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully this was helpful. If not, I can make a more in-depth video or whatever you guys want. Just let me know. Subscribe to the channel, guys, and leave a like while you're down there, leaving a comment discussing this with me. And that's all she wrote, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video because we are back to opening on Monday.